Not Leslie, but Leslie. Patty's here. Judy's here. Stephen, the craft roulette policeman, is here. Welcome, Ginger, Maureen, Christine. I have something on my feet to show you, Christine. Christine, I've got my slippers on. Are they mighty fine? I knew you'd appreciate them. They're duck feet. Or no, they're chicken feet. I think they're chicken.
How do you know the difference between a chicken foot and a duck foot?
One quacks and one peeps. It just I think they're because of the points. I think they're chicken.
That would make sense. Duck has more webbed feet. Yeah.
But these aren't very separated, and I thought they were ducks for a while. So, anyway, this is Jessica. Everybody say hello. Welcome, Jessica. We have had a hard time getting her back.
I know.
She's a busy girl.
I keep telling you, if you do a Tuesday morning one, I'm awake and ready to go.
You know, we do a Tuesday afternoon class. This class has a spinoff. This class has a spin-off called Contributor Showcase, and it's on Tuesday afternoons at 1. And I go through all of the submissions.
Well, if you ever want to guest for that one.
Well, now that we hadn't really thought, that's kind of a fun idea.
There you go.
Maybe, would you like to do it this Tuesday with me? I don't know if we are able to do that, but I will. I'm looking at Mr. Producer right now. He's going, oh gosh, one more thing. We'll talk about it. But you know, it would be kind of cool to have you come back and talk about the submissions from your...
Yeah, and see what everybody made.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. He's going, K. Hi, Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis. Yes, they do look like Big Bird. Maybe that's what they are. They're just Big Bird. They're not chickens. Well, I think that's a really good idea. On Sesame Street, we love pretty slippers. Has anybody seen Oscar? Hi. Hello, Lori back from Idaho. Last week I said something about on Facebook. I said, where are you going to be tonight at 6:30? Because that was the first time we were on YouTube. And with your slippers on. And so we've been talking about slippers ever since. There's Liz Wheeler, who has the perfect name for Craft Roulette's wheel. Heidi's here. Good. Yes, they are. They are slippers, Big Bird slippers. Yeah. Oh, yay. Your mom's with you tonight, Kim. Hi, Debbie. Are you going to make a card? I hope so. Wendy, is Fred with you? Hi, Fred. Hello, Rebecca from Virginia. How nice of you to join us. Hi, Barb, first-time watcher. I hope we don't scare you. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We won't scare you.
No, we won't scare
you. But my feet might. We'll start here at 6:30 here in just a little bit. We're just letting people roll in. Hello, Mary Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fun deal. Southern California. Is it Sherry or Cherry? Cherry, Chira? Miss Pemberton, I think I'll just call you Miss Pemberton.
Cherry. I would say Sherry.
Sherry?
I don't
Miss
know.
Pemberton
Sherry?
is easier.
Is that how you spell Sherry one way?
Probably.
We were talking earlier that it's hard to pronounce people's names when you're reading them. So if we say it wrong, correct us. And
That's right.
I'd like for you to say your name rhymes with another word so that I know how to pronounce it.
That helps. It helps you remember.
It does.
Yep. Hey, Kim. Oh, Miss Pemberton says you're right, Jessica. It's Sherry.
I'm so
well done. Kiss your brain. That's good. Rose. That's Rose. Yes, I don't know. Jessica. We would never mess up your name, Jessica. Taylor. I mean,
yeah, it's a pretty basic name I have.
Yeah. I've gotten mail for Mary Dunn, so It's anybody can mess it up.
Yeah.
Linda, yay! Look at all you nice people. Are you ready for some wheeling and dealing with the wheel?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Anybody have vibes on the wheel tonight? What are you thinking? Karen's
I'm thinking
here.
it's going to be really nice to us.
Yes, thumbs up, please. Pardon me? Carol's here, yay!
Yay! I'm in Wisconsin too, Carol.
And there's so many Wisconsin crafters. Is it like the national pastime or the statewide pastime? Because I cannot.
Pretty much.
We have so many
think it's
crafters
just some
from
of the
Wisconsin.
northern states. We have a lot of weather where it's nice to be inside crafting.
Yeah. And Canada, we've got a lot of Canadian viewers. A few from Montana. A few from Idaho, Minnesota, Michigan. All you guys.
Yeah.
Then
from Australia.
Yes.
Wow.
Rusty 8-Ball.
What time is it in Australia?
It's tomorrow morning, I think. About
tomorrow
10.
Morning? Okay.
I think 10, somewhere between 10 and noon. You're okay with whatever you get. Oh, that's the way, Christina. Oh, you had snowy rain today? Chris is here from Ecuador. Hola!
Wow!
How are you tonight?
I wonder how easy it is to get craft supplies there in Ecuador. Do they have craft stores? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. I have looked up their towns. We have 2 viewers from Ecuador. Chris, I can't remember if you're from Quito or this other town, and I'm just drawing a blank. But I have looked at, I don't know what it would be like there. And where you get stuff. They have some pretty creative cards that they send in. And they've used like book covers and different things that are, it's cool. It's very cool. I like it very much.
No stores. Sometimes the fewer supplies that you have, though, the craftier and more creative you are.
It's true. Yeah, it really puts you to the test. It's not. Yes, that's it. That place. And I did look it up, Chris. Aki. I did look it up. It looked beautiful. Very colorful and hilly, right? Is that what I looked up right?
Oh.
And I've looked up the Joel and Christina's towns from Sweden. They look charming. And we also have some real sweet women from England. And that, of course, is charming. And everybody talks like Downton Abbey. And they must all live in a mansion or a castle, right? Or a manor. And or in the countryside, like All Things Great and Small. And then and then I've gotten some education on some Australian towns and New Zealand also. I've had some conversations, so it's been very exciting to learn about all these places.
Yeah, Kimberly, I'm excited to see what the wheel gives me too. It's hard to wait. I want to spin now.
We got a lot to do before we spin. A lot to do.
I know. I can't even think about what I'm going to make until we spin. So
no, you can't prepare. You cannot. We have tried, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Your town looks like very Disney. That's because you live in Anaheim. Oh, okay. Hilly is Quito, and Aki is Seaside. Okay, so it looks gorgeous. It really did with the very pretty, but no craft stores. That's a tough one, darling. That's a tough one.
It is.
Hey, Bitty Penny. I got your picture up. Did you see that? Thank you. Hi, Brenda. Happy Fun Friday. Oh, Patty. It's Fun Friday. You know, I forgot to do that last week, and when I was going to bed, I was thinking, oh, I forgot to do It's Fun Friday for Patty. It was so different because I was on YouTube and I was thinking about so many things. Hey, it's 6:30. Yeah. Time to put my slippers down and get serious.
Let's get serious. Come on.
Let's get serious. It's the last time that we can sniff. So before we're recorded and everything. Oh no, this one records now. Before, oh man, that.
Yeah.
On Facebook, we used to be able to trim it off, and I could sniff with abandon. So, but
yeah, no, you're live. You're live.
Yeah. Live and recording. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to our intro. We're going to take you off and introduce you properly. We'll be right back. I'm glad you're here, Jessica. Thank you guys, too.
Thanks.
Hello, Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. And my bitty little spoonaphone. It used to be longer, but my dog decided he wanted a piece of the action. Spoonaphone comes from a friend of mine, or the woman I used to work with, they even had a book written about it, but they would pass the spoon around at their dinner table, and whoever had the spoon told a story. And so when I first started doing this, I needed something just to break me loose a little bit. So I got out the spoonaphones, and that's how it started. So there's your story of the night. I'm done. Oh, like that's gonna stop. Anyway, tonight, welcome to Craft Roulette episode number 57. I think that's right. And we have a wonderful returning guest tonight, Jessica Taylor. But I'm going to tell you a couple things that are going on right now. First is we're new on YouTube. We've been on Facebook for a year and more. We appreciate you subscribing, hitting the notification button, and those thumbs up. Somebody is watching all this on some little computer, and they like stuff like that. So give us that. We'd appreciate it. Couple other things. Let me think. We do this every Friday, 6:30 Central Time. Now on YouTube, Craft Roulette. We do have a little introduction video here in a minute. We also have Craft Roulette merchandise. Not only Craft Roulette merchandise, but we also have Cut the Crap and Create merchandise. And we have Team Purple and we have Team Orange because we are very opinionated here with our colors. And anyway, we do have some really fun merchandise. It really tickles me, as my mama would have said, tickles me that you'd be out there wearing our merchandise. And you know, when we first started with the merchandise, I thought, I'm not going to get a sweatshirt. It's almost spring. I wish I'd gotten a sweatshirt. It has just not gotten warm yet. So I was just full of hopes and dreams. Maybe go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get one. But thank you so much for getting your merchandise. We would like to see you in your merchandise. So snap a selfie or have somebody else snap a selfie with or a picture of you. Your little critter too. We love seeing critters. And put it on our Facebook Craft Roulette Challenge group. And what else is there? It's just answer the questions. You'll be automatically approved. If you don't answer the questions, you'll be automatically deleted. We do. Oh, Jackie Rip is lurking. Okay. Oh, well. Okay. We can't start yet until she's here. Oh, we can start. Okay, she's our go flag, so we can start. Is there anything else I'm supposed to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. We do want you to make sure you check up on craftroulette.live. We'll talk about more on that. That's our website. Anyway, let's get this show on the road because we do have a nice guest crafter tonight. Her name is Jessica Taylor. She lives in Wisconsin along with almost everybody else that crafts. And we are going to bring her on. She's not nervous, at least as nervous as she was on the first one. I enjoyed her so much last time. We wanted her back again. Jessica!
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's really fun to see you again. It's been she was a little hard to track down. She goes places on the weekends, and so we're just really glad that we could catch a weekend where you were settled down. Just settled down. Yeah. So welcome back, Jessica Taylor.
Thank you. It's great to be here. And for sure, I have to get one of those Craft Roulette t-shirts for the next time I'm here.
That's right.
For sure.
Be sure. I will give you a heads up on those. If you click on them, they all look white on the site. But if you click on it, then you have a choice of colors. The 100% cotton ones are shrinking. So look at the product description, see if there's a little bit of a blend. The other thing on that is if it says slim fit, believe it. Yeah. If you like clingy.
No, I usually get mine big, and I like to get the men's shirts, so they're nice and loose and comfy. Yep.
That's what I got. I got that, and I got a blend. So it's very comfortable, though. I like it very much.
Yeah.
Anyway. You want to tell us about your crafty world? We know that, or maybe you're new to some of these folks. Jessica is a Stampin' Up! Girl. And you are under the title of Ink It Up with Jessica, right?
Ink It Up with Jessica, yeah. And actually, this month I've been a demonstrator for 22 years, which hardly seems possible.
It does. And so did you start from the hospital when you first got born?
Yes, pretty much from infancy, yes.
Yeah, they said you can't have this baby.
I was very young. I was in my early 20s when I started. My younger sister is the one who started me in card making. She was 12 at the time. And she started with a cute little button bear stamp set that was a little too cutesy for me as a 20 or 23-year-old, I think, at the time. And so it took me going to an actual Stampin' Up! Party and seeing the catalog and seeing that there were non-cutesy stamps available for me to actually get into it myself.
Yeah, and I remember that. It was a good story. I liked it. And does your sister still stamp?
She does, actually. Yep.
Good.
She does. Now, even though she's been stamping longer than I have, now she actually likes to stamp with kits the most.
Okay.
Because everything coordinates for her and she can keep it all in a nice, tidy little box and get it out when she wants to make something. But
so she paper pumpkin kind of kit? Is she?
Yeah, the paper pumpkin kind of thing. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. She also likes the Stampin' Up! Calls them Memories and More cards. They're like pre-printed cards that you can use. They're just the flat card that then you can tape on the front of a card, if that makes sense. She likes to use those too. So
well, that's good.
I like to start from scratch or use pretty papers. Yeah. So we have a little bit different style.
You're going to see, yes. We're going to show the over 60 submissions that we got last week. Wow. And they're all different. They're all different. They're just remarkable. Yeah. It's like the biggest thing that surprised me with Craft Roulette was that I would show up every week was really the biggest surprise. That I didn't just go and start talking into a spoon. That was pretty weird. But at the same time, it was... Man, look at what these people do. Yeah. They take what they have, they run it through their filter and come up with something fabulous every time. There's Heather. I haven't seen her in a while. Good that you're here. So, what have you done as a demonstrator during this pandemic? How has that changed your business?
So, it actually hasn't changed my business that much because... Back in like 2012-ish, I stopped doing like local classes and parties and things, and I just went to totally online because at the time both my daughters were in school then, and I wanted to be home on nights and weekends while they were home and not being, out and about at parties. And so I wanted to work during the day while they were at school. So then I started doing more with my blog and Facebook and just sharing more online. And so because I had already kind of built that up, it didn't really change anything that I was doing.
No, that was brilliant. Yeah. That was a brilliant thing for you. Congratulations on your foresight. I know Jessica has one thing that I'm familiar with. Every Sunday on her Facebook group, Ink It Up with Jessica, she says she has a show off button kind of thing. Show me what you've been crafting. And it's not all just cards. And it's always fun to go through there and see what people submit. And
I get so many great ideas from that show and tell every week.
I believe
so
it.
Many great
I believe
ideas.
it. Yeah, it's not just paper. they'll share other things too, though.
Yeah.
And it's really neat.
Well, and it's fun. I used to do a lot more different kinds of crafting. I used to cross stitch. I've done some quilting, some random sewing, like making curtains, that kind of thing. But really, in recent years, all I have done is card making. So maybe when both my girls go off to college, I'll have more time to do some other crafts. So I like seeing what everybody's making. You're shaking your head. I will make the time.
You will. I have a dusty sewing machine. I have a very dusty sewing machine. I got out some thread the other day to use on a scrapbook layout, and it honestly had dust on it. It was
that happens.
Brush it off. It just takes so much more to actually sew a garment or
it's true
about it.
It's true. That's what I love about cards is they're just done so quickly. And then you can pop them in the mail and they're gone.
Yep. Well, some of us keep them for friends, but some of us mail them too. Hey, I've been doing something on the first Monday of every month, and it's helped me send cards. I go through my birthday calendar, and I write out address and envelopes, and just go ahead and stick a card in there, and date it, where the postage stamp is going to go for when the birthday is, and then I get them mailed sometimes before even the birthday. Sometimes.
Nice. I do that same thing, and I put the date that I'm going to mail it where the stamp goes, and I only mail out cards on Mondays. So I just make sure that I put a Monday date on there, and then I know all the cards go out on Monday.
Oh, that's advanced. That's almost like algebra.
Yeah, well. I like algebra. What can I say?
I might need some tutoring on that, but I'll rewind this and watch that part again, and take some notes and go. Okay, now this one is going to be how many pies? How fast will the train get to Cleveland if you send the card out on Tuesday? No, it's good. We're so glad you're here. I'm looking forward to our evening together. If you have never been to Craft Roulette, we do have a little introduction video to show you, and while we have that on, Jessica's going to sit right there, because then we're going to go through the submissions, and we're going to then after the submissions we'll come back and talk to you. Okay,
sounds great.
All right, so it might take a minute. All right, if you are new to Craft Roulette, we welcome you so very much. Please share us with your friends. So far, so good, right? We do have a video. Let's take a peek. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, guys.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
That's what we do every Friday evening, 6:30 Central Time, now on YouTube. It's a pretty cool concept. We have had a lot of fun with it. I do have I work with my son, Mr. Producer, and he's really the brains behind this, and he's also the tech and the graphics and all that, and he is also the craft police, so beware him, but he is corrupt and he is bribable. So anyway, let's look at last week's submissions because they were outstanding. We had Crafty Owl, right? Yes, we had Crafty Owl on. So it was her birthday weekend, so we made an extra parameter of birthday card if you wanted to. And we also used a Crafty Owl sheet load of cards design if you wanted to. And so the project was a card with a flap. Colors were forest colors. An element that you had to include was a leaf, or leaves, tree, or trees. And you had to include tearing. So this was my card. This was my second card, so it was more of a birthday card for her. A lot of people sent her cards, I believe, too. So I haven't heard from her, but I hope she got a whole bunch. There it is with the flap open. This is our contributor map from last week. You see your pin, give yourself a little kiss on the head, wave to your pin, and if you don't see a pin where you live, make sure you give us a card this week so we can add you next week. This was Crafty Owl's. Crafty Owl did all her stamping, all her tearing and coloring and everything, and then she said, I'm going to see if this die does what I think it's going to do. She'd never used it. She cut the flap up live in front of everybody and she wasn't sure if it was going to work, but we decided there's always tape, so she went for it. It worked out real well. Thank you, Crafty Owl. We always appreciate having you with us. Now I gotta move. We do have a spin-off show Tuesdays at 1 right here on YouTube on the Craft Roulette channel. I go through every submission and we discuss each one and look for little unique things that we can all learn from and enjoy. This week we may have an announcement about that next show. We'll see and just hear shortly, but I am going to go through them really quick, and it will be like on Miss America when all the states come out. So this is from Karen in Australia. Thank you, Karen. Bonnie from Wisconsin. That's one Wisconsin. This is her 12th one in a row. Gorgeous. Sherry Pemberton, Ms. Pemberton from Missouri. Her first submission. We're so glad to have you, Sherry, so much. Thank you. Lou Ann Johnson from Iowa. Karen Chester from Nevada. Her 6th submission in a row. She also used a card. Anyway, Patty Beck. Woo, woo, woo! 51 submissions in a row. Will she do it again this week? Oh, Patty, don't go out in traffic. We need you to get this thing taken care of. I hope to see this one really fast. Make it tonight, okay? All right. 51. We're so proud of her. Thank you, Patty. Vicki from the United Kingdom. Cute. I have one Wisconsin. Rachel from Indiana. She's our big funder. We do have a Patreon account, and that's more later. Linda from Florida, her first submission. We enjoyed her card on our group. Kim Wolf from New Mexico. The pressure, Patty says. So cute. Allison Cope from Alberta, Canada. She is going to be our guest crafter on episode 59. You're not going to want to miss her. Carol from Indiana. Her little flap was the birdhouse. Stacy Fryer. Learned how to say that one from Montana. Brenda Gentry from Utah. Cute. Hey from Wisconsin. That's 2. Nice. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin. That's 3. Kathy Nelson from South Carolina. She had little animals underneath that flap. Sue Brooke from Illinois isn't going to be here tonight, she told me. I hope you're having a good night. Kimberly Cronauer and her mom Debbie are here tonight. Thank you. We were talking about this name. Faline. We're not sure. I'd love to know. From Oregon with this beautiful card. Maria Ayala from Florida with this nice card. Look at those trees. Vicki from North Carolina. What? Heidi from Washington. I saw your name go by. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Gail from Victoria, Australia. Very pretty. Rose from Arizona. Super cute. Little leaves hiding underneath those flaps. Very clever. Chris from Ecuador. Don't even make stores, we found out. Gosh. Do we need to send you stuff? I don't think that works. But anyway, very nice. We're always so glad to have you, Chris. Lynn from Wisconsin, her first submission. Thank you. That's 4. From the right state. Carol Lee Crabb from Wisconsin. That's 5 with her 14th submission. Alesa Lemon from Florida sent in this cool card. Her door is the flap. I know you're here. Jeff, who is a girl from Alberta, Canada, sent in her first submission, and we really appreciate that. And thank you for letting me know that was her name's Jennifer. I got the backstory. Jackie Rip, and I said her name wrong for over 40 cards, but now I've got it right. She's right behind Patty, and she's our starter. We can start the show when she gets here. Thank you, Jackie. Tracy Lowe from New Zealand sent in a cool card. Diana Borsboom from British Columbia, Canada sent in a gorgeous card. Look at that one closely on the website. Hilda Nell Vilches from California sent in her typically beautiful card. Thank you, Hilda Nell. Judy G from Michigan, who sent in an incredible picture of a quilt in our group. Holy moly! This cards to her, like, you should see her quilts. Her cards are great too. Thank you, Judy. Uel Ask from Sweden sent in this wonderful card. The Little Ants in the Hill. You'll have to check it out. Mary Neighbor from Montana sent in her 30th submission in a row. Mary Neighbor, you're the best. Thank you. Ava from Florida sent in this. It had all the seasons. You'll have to see it to believe it. It's very, very nice. Thank you so much. Melissa Miller from California. Oh, I got to tell you something about Melissa Miller. Melissa Miller is one of our spin sponsors tonight. She will be sponsoring the winners with some stamps that she's donated. So thank you, Melissa, and thanks for the card. She also did a tutorial on how to make that, but you'll have to watch the video. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis sent in this gorgeous card. She has been one of our very steady guest crafters. We appreciate you a lot. Sue Masoner from Missouri sent in a gorgeous green card. Used the same stamps I did. And I got the stamps from her. Sylvia from the United Kingdom has sent in 5 submissions. And look how pretty and bright this is. She went tropical. I loved interpretations. Lena Marie from Missouri sent in this cool card. Lena Marie also wrote a very nice piece, and it's on our Craft Roulette Facebook page about being unique as a crafter, and it's very, very precious. We love it. Thank you, Lena. Leslie Herman from Minnesota. Cool flaps. Jennifer Hunstad from Minnesota. I did get your cards sent off the other day. Thank you, Jennifer. Anna Christopherson from Colorado. I don't know if I saw you or not, but this was really pretty. Very pretty. Nora LaCroix from Illinois sent in this pretty card. We're all talking about how those leaves look like something Christina from Sweden would make. Joanne McFarlane sent in this really good looking, like a masculine card. Nice job. Liz with the perfect name Wheeler from Minnesota sent in this cool card. You're going to want to look at that one really carefully. Melanie Foy from Illinois, I wanted to make it Illinois, Arizona, the other way to say Illinois, sent in this cool card. It's the Crafty Owl design. Denise O'Gwen from Louisiana, like my dog. 10th submission in a row. Congratulations. And we're glad to have you. 10 times. I can't believe that. It's so fast. Sandy Carlson. View from her front window. Very pretty. Minnesota. That's almost Wisconsin, isn't it? Linda Bendick, Illinois. Nice. Nice interpretation. Wendy and Fred Jarvis. Daddy and daughter team. Super cute way to get that tree be a flap. Angela Steinhoff from Wisconsin. 21 submissions with a very fancy fold. Very fancy. Well done, Angela. Christina Bromi, I gave her a couple extra E's. From Sweden, her 15th submission in a row. So cool. Jackie Muller from Australia. Got flaps on the envelope and flapping wings too. 21 submissions. Great. Larissa Woolley from Michigan. Pretty card. Very handsome. Laura Ellis from England. Very attractive. I love how you guys fit in the parameters. Just love it. Kimberly Breslin from Northern California, who has been a spin sponsor. We appreciate you. And a pretty card too. Anne from Wisconsin, 7, is her first submission, and such an attractive way to start into Craft Roulette. Thank you so much. Susan Smurf Murphy sent in this cute card from California. What's that? Oh, you're right. I didn't even realize that. That is Crafty Al's design turned on its side. I just thought it was a clever cover. I didn't even think of the origin. That's great. Well done. And that's it. That's a pretty good variety of cards, don't you think? Holy smokes! Not a single one. You don't even use the same paper. Everybody's so clever. I just love it so very much. What'd you think?
An amazing variety. It's amazing that everyone started with the same parameters. And the cards are so unique.
I think so
Pretty
too.
Cool.
I think it's remarkable. Yeah. Last time you were here, I said the thing that I thought of with the 4 parameters, I thought like a potluck. I thought everybody would bring the same thing I would bring. Right. And it's not true. Everybody brings something completely different based on what they know, what's been used, what they've been doing lately, all the different things that what's on their desk, what seasons, colors, so many different things. That the mind is a remarkable place. So anyway, very good. Well, I'm thankful for all of you. The people that did send in submissions are the people that will be on the cardboard later for drawing to get prizes, and so it's worth your time to send in a card. Is there anything else? Let's see. You know what? It's time to know something from you. Do you have something you would like to veto?
I do.
Oh, she does. Okay. Well, let me tell you one thing about our patrons. Okay. Our patrons get to decide something to veto. We took a poll, and they decided to veto graduation cards. So, what would you like to veto this week?
Okay, so I looked over everything, and there's some things I'm not real sure about. But the one thing I would like to veto is under the elements, number 7, cars and/or trucks.
Cars and/or trucks. She can do it. She can do it. And the reason is...
I don't have any cars or trucks.
Well, that's a good reason.
That is the reason.
That's a very good reason. Does your sister? You think your sister might have some?
She probably does, but she lives in a different town, so it would take a while for me to go get them.
Yeah, that's a little that wouldn't probably work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, we did have hand cut a car or something, but we'll just take that off.
Yeah, it's easier. We did have a real interesting week early on, and we had a purse and cars or trucks. We had some real interesting.
Wow.
You should go back and look at those submissions. They were very interesting, very clever, including Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis's now famous taco truck purse card.
I bet that's interesting.
It may drive through here in just a little while, but we'll get the wheel started first. All right. Shall we go to the wheel? All right, let me get my little notes out of here. Yes, let's do our vetoes. It was graduation card. Graduation is element number 1. So that's out. Very good. Very good. Then we're good to go. We can always, when we get to colors, I'll tell you about neutrals. All right, so this is what we're going to choose from. We're going to choose first our project, and that will determine like size of cards, things like that. Then what color palette we're going to be using. We have 2 less to do on our elements, and then we throw in a crazy random just to keep it interesting. But we'll start with just a little spin to get the super glue guys off number 1 and see how we feel. Here we go. All right, let's take off. Project is our first one. What will it be? What will it be? Number 11. Sketch. Oh, we're going to let Jessica pick a sketch. We'll do that after we get on. Okay. You're going to get to pick the sketch. Color is, we're going to pick a color. You always get to use neutrals if you want. Neutrals are black, gray, white, cream, tan, brown, and metals, just because we're nice. Okay, but other than that, let's see what else we're gonna do. Or pick a sketch. Well, pastels. I was just looking at that. I did not will it, but that was the only color I really saw on that list. I tell you, it's almost spooky. What kind of elements? Pastels. We had pastels the other day, and they were very pretty. Not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. Time goes so fast. They were very pretty cards. 7. Cars and or trucks. You would have had it.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh, that's cool. The veto worked. That was nice. We like to keep our guest crafters happy. So smile. This is good. Okay, let's try again. If it lands on 1, that would be very strange. 6. Rainbow. Oh, rainbow. Pastels.
Rainbow.
Yeah. They're very popular right now. Oh, you can get a lot of rainbows too. There's lots of different things you can do. Random. Are you guys getting excited?
Yeah.
22. Using a stencil.
Oh.
A stencil. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think we've got something we can work with.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pick a sketch. We need to have you pick a sketch. All righty. Let's go. We'll go down. We won't do that one that time. Ooh, I'm dealing them out here. We have a basic A2 size card. Of course, it can be any direction.
Yeah.
And we have a 5x7. It can be any direction.
Okay.
And we have 2 6x6s. Well, this one won't matter, but it can be any direction.
Meeny, miny, mo. I'm gonna go with the A2 size because that's the size I'm the most comfortable with.
You just made a whole lot of people happy.
And I like to make people happy, so
you did it.
I want this to be fun. I don't want this to be.
Oh, what this is an A2 size card. It's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The main mat is like a 4 by 5 1/4. But it doesn't have to be exact, so don't stress. Then you need to have some sort of line. This one is it doesn't. You can do all sorts of things. You can have these things be paper. You can have them be, you can draw them. You can sponge them. You can do whatever you want. But it's basically 1 by 5 1/4, and then a focal point. That this one is, I know some people like numbers, 2 3/4 by 3 1/2-ish. And you can, doesn't mean that it has to be literally this. You can have, this can be a circle. This can be matted. This could be your rainbow. It can be shaped. If you're something that's really creative and unusual, if you just tell us about it in the comments when you submit it, that would be great. All right. Okay. Well, what do you think about pastels then? You good with them?
So I'm more of a bright girl usually, but I can work with pastels.
Saturated. Maybe you could make them very saturated. They can still be the tint.
I'll go with the brighter pastels that I have. Yeah.
I can tell there's craft police better be watching her. Rainbow, do you have like a die or a stencil?
I have an idea. Actually, I have 2 ideas for rainbow, so
Oh,
I'll
she's
pick one
got
of
this
them.
one figured out. And then a stencil.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Anything?
have to look. I know I have at least one stencil, but I'm not sure what it is, so I'll have to look at that one.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and let you, we're going to take you off of the photo or the picture here.
Okay.
Let you go get your supplies, turn your camera over, and then we will be watching to see when we think you're ready, or you can tell us. All right?
Okay, sounds good.
All
Yep.
right, thank you. Have fun. Go shop in your
Good luck, everybody.
stash. And so there's me. Okay, what I'm going to do right now is do mail call because I have some fun mail to show you. I'm going to put our address right up here. If you want to send fun mail, we do have our door of love and adoration, and that's where I put your card and after I show them on the show. After a while, then after I get done with them, I will recycle them to a assisted living home down the street. So anyway, this one is a gorgeous card. I know you're going to like to see that one. Isn't that pretty? It's a die. And we had it's from my friend Aline. I don't even think she watches this show. I don't even think she watches this show, but we went to Marceline, Missouri together, and we went to the Walt Disney Museum. And at the Walt Disney Museum, there's one wall that has on the way downstairs, and they had Mickey Mouse like this shape hidden, like 8 of them or something like that, on the wall. And so we stood there and tried to find them. But she said this reminded her of it. So I think that's just really pretty. Yep. First thing she saw. And then I got this very fun card from Sherry Bradley today. Very fun card. And I was so glad to see that the gnomes can spell fun because we spell it F-U-N-N. So cute and very made my day, Sherry. Thank you so much. She asked me if I'd gotten something that she had sent, and I said, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. Sometimes I move pretty fast. She said, you'd remember, and I would too. So thank you very much, Aline and Sherry. You guys are so sweet. If you do want to send us a card, we'd love to hear from you. This is our P.O. Box, KCMO 64148. All right, very good. So I'm going to make an A2 size card. I think I know what I want to do. And I think I know how I'm going to do it. But you never know for sure how it's going to turn out until it's done, right? Just like the fat lady singing. Okay, I'm going to pull out an A2 size card base. That's easy enough. I have over here, where did I see that? I know I haven't put it away. It's been weeks since I used it. But this was a stencil I made for rainbow. I'm going to... Oh, I can help you with that. If you don't have a stencil, if you have copy paper, you can make a stencil. So I know, and you do, let's see, what a couple other things. We used a tearing technique last week. And so, let's see. Yep, here we go. So I made a stencil using tearing paper, and I made this last night for class, Fun University. And the way I made that was with a piece of vellum, but you could do copy paper. And then I just tore it, separated it, taped it, and then inked inside of there. I did have a couple tips, but you can mess around with it and figure it out. But you could do this with copy paper, and this would be the same as a stencil. If that helps. Does that help? Stencils are just something that you use sponges or brushes or, gosh, what else can you use? It's just it's like a circle or a hole in some paper. Or something that cuts off an area, and then you just sponge over it. Let me show you how I'm going to make let me show you my rainbow. Maybe that'll help. Let me get a piece of cardstock here. Oh, that's another card. No, I don't need that. This will be, cut that down a little bit. I think we're getting Jessica back. Ooh, look at those pretty colors.
So I need to know from the craft police, are these pastel enough colors for me to use on my card?
They're very
Excellent.
pastel-y. I think you did great. It's not a bad thing to check, though. Smart woman. Okay, so I made this template for my for a rainbow a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to go ahead. Gosh, was that 2 weeks ago? Yep. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So let me show you how easy a stencil can be. I'm going to pick some colors. Ooh, we don't have just like a limited colors. That's fun. Sometimes we just have 2 or 3. Very, very nice. Are you going to be able to use some of your new colors, Jessica?
You know what? No, I did not pick any of the new colors.
Oh.
They're
That's okay.
Well, let me think. I could.
Ooh. Ooh. That's neat. Yep, Maria says she makes stencils with her cutting machine and plastic divisors. Oh, that's a good idea. I've made them with all sorts of stuff. Yep, you can cut grass from paper and then use it as a stencil. Yeah, if you go back and look at last week, Ashley, and you look at the submissions from last week, you'll see lots of torn things, and those would all be stencils, basically. Yeah. It's just, like, I'm going to mask off this little section right here. And I watched the show with Jessica today, the one when she was here last time. She's real fast, so I got to get busy.
You know what? What I'm doing right now is slower. This pink is pretty bright, though. So I can switch it out. So this is a new color called, I don't know what. Pale Papaya. I don't have my new color names memorized yet.
That's all right.
And then
at least you know it's going to be illiterate.
Fresh Freesia is the new purple, which is actually more pastel than the purple I was going to use. So
it is. It's
that's probably
pastel.
good. I'm not sure about the pink, though, because the new polished pink is pretty bright.
It's pretty saturated, yeah. Maybe just a small amount.
I'm going to go with that one.
Instead of being
I'm going to stick with my Flirty Flamingo and go with those colors.
See how that just masked off? I'm going to take this off because it's got dog fur all over it. That's gross. Then I'm going to mask off the yellow.
Of course, I'm having paper cutter issues. Why does everything
just
happen
take your
when
time.
you're, on live video? Nothing works how it normally does, right?
Absolutely.
Our bloopers are in.
Yep. All bloopers included.
All right. Well, here's what I do when I have problems with my paper trimmer. I just take the blade out. Because sometimes it just goes wonky.
Oh. Well, I've heard really good things about your paper trimmer.
I love this paper trimmer, and it hardly ever does weird things. I'm telling you, only when I'm on live video.
Yep. It knows. It's like kids.
Yes. So true.
I think I'm getting some color from the earlier one.
It's hard to remember all these things. Okay, sketch.
I know.
Rainbow stencil.
I always listen for my guest crafters because they usually say them out loud, and then I go, "Oh yeah, I forgot that one."
Yeah. I just have to keep repeating them to myself.
Oh.
Okay.
Fun little green. Cool. And then I'm going to, oops, didn't want that one. Wrong one. I'm going to do something that I did on another card. Ooh, that's very bright. I'm going to do something I did on another card. that was inspired by Craft Roulette, but not made on Craft Roulette, maybe. That's pretty bold, that one. Might have to put, you know, I could put some white on that to make it, do I need that white on there, you suppose? Craft Roulette Police, is that too bright? Okay. All right. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, get after it. Okie doke. So where is that thing? Well, it would be helpful if I could find my stencil that I wanted.
Yeah, I found a couple stencils. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use or what I'm going to do with it yet, though.
Okay. So start. You know what you're working with, at least.
But this is my rainbow, so I think it's looking pretty good.
There you go. It doesn't have to be a literal rainbow. You are absolutely
No, because I
right.
don't have a rainbow stamp or die.
See, look at you show everybody another way. That's so good. Your little brainer didn't think like my little brainer.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, because if we both think the same thing, one of us is superfluous. Well, for the love of Pete. You know, you could also cut dies out of your rainbow, too. I saw Ardith did that on a really good video just today. If you guys haven't seen Ardith Percy Robb's video from today, it's really good. And to get some ideas on this, it's perfect. Dadgummit, there it is. There it is. There it is. Very good. Okay, so here's my little, what I did last time. Turned out really well.
So are you using a blending brush over your stencil?
Yes, ma'am.
Add ink? Is that what you're doing?
Uh-huh. I sure am. Oh, and here, I'm going to do this with, I've got this new little fun thing. I've got these little blending these finger blending brushes.
Oh, yeah, like sponge daubers.
Except
love those.
they're brushes.
Oh, so they have like the little fibers?
Yep.
Like the brushes? Is that what you mean?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Yep. Just, they were on Amazon.
Fun. I just recently tried blending brushes for the first time.
They're pretty hip.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I have the sketch hidden, so let me pull a few things around. There, let me push this over. Just a sec. There we go. There we go. So you just have an A2 size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You have a mat, and you have basically a 5 1/4 by 1 inch strip of something. And then you have a focal point of your choice. And you can make it horizontal, vertical, or horizontal. I'm going to pull this down a little more. Have this right up here for you. How's that? That help? You got these too, Ava? And Sue's ordered them. They're very cute. They come in a tube, but I'm not going to keep mine in a tube. No way, Jose. Because I know what happens to my shimmer pens, and they always go. So I figured they're safer in something that's just like a container, or even a bag would be okay. Okay, don't want to move this too much.
So my daughter likes to use the, what is it called? Paste, like embossing paste with the stencils. But
that looks great.
I think it's too messy for me. I'm going to try something.
Ooh.
I'm going to get crazy.
She's gone crazy.
By-
It's Friday night. She's
By
cutting
crazy,
loose.
I mean, let's see. I need. You'd think I'd have a scratch piece of paper somewhere, but I don't. So I'm just gonna use that. I do a lot of what would happen if when I'm crafting.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not at all.
Yeah. I get you. That's kind of the fun part of it. So this is a stencil. See how it's just blocking off somewhere so that the ink doesn't go everywhere. It masks it off. And then you can see the little dots are coming out. I think the one that I made like this before was cuter. I think it was the colors, but that's okay. This takes so little resources. I can always do another one.
I'm not sure that this is going to work. I love the Versamark pad though, because then it doesn't matter what color.
Yeah.
But I think I moved my stencil a lot there. We'll see.
I'm proud of you for trying something.
So it's a little iffy around the edges, but I think it turned out pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Do I dare
it
try to
doesn't have
line
to be
things?
perfect. It doesn't
Nope,
have to
I'm not
be
gonna.
all matchy-matchy. No, make it a little
It's not gonna
artistic
be.
and just go for the artistic looseness of it.
Yeah.
I guess that's a term.
All right.
Looseness.
What am I missing? So I still need this sketch. I used a stencil. I have a rainbow. I have pastels. Okay. So I need to finish the sketch part of it.
It'll be interesting to see how many cards I get at the end of the show. This is not too hard, I don't think.
I think
sometimes
rainbows
they
are
just
pretty popular.
really.
I think that
Yes, they are. No. It's like a Skittles rainbow. A rainbow in every bite.
I love it.
What kind? Oh, taste the rainbow. That is their slogan. I'd forgotten. Want.
I know your rainbow looks pretty bright there.
Don't look quite so close.
How pastel are those colors?
Squint those eyes. Squint those eyes.
So let's see. I can make this any kind of card I want.
Yep.
What do we want on there?
Do you have any sentiments? Like, I know that I've got one that says sending sunshine and rainbows. Guess which one I'm going to use.
I'm not sure, but I am thinking. I just saw an ice cream cone stamp, and I was thinking this looks like sherbet or something. So maybe I think I can make something happen.
Ooh, I like how it's working out. Is your family applauding or anything in the next room yet?
I do not hear them, but if they're downstairs, I wouldn't be able to. You know, if they're watching on the big screen. They're on the other side of the house. So.
Oh, I see. Now, what am I going to do? The rest of this stuff. I know, I have to follow the sketch. I'm just trying to... I think I'll go like yellowish. See how that looks first. So I know you have a new catalog. What kind of things
Yeah,
do you
there's
have in there that you're loving?
well, so there's a new annual catalog coming out officially May 4th. And so I have
Oh,
had a
okay.
peek at it,
Uh-huh.
and that's what the new colors are from. Like this is fresh freesia. Always the pretty papers, the pattern papers, those are the first things I go for. And there
Yeah,
are some really pretty ones.
they do have beautiful paper.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
good.
sure.
That's always fun.
I try not to get too ahead of myself, and I like to work with what I have.
Hmm? Yes, that's a hard thing. Is keeping up, and it's kind of nice to see what other people get inspired to do also, and then just
Yeah.
riding in a little bit. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I do love this is ribbon though that's from the new catalog, and I love this ribbon. It comes in the new colors.
That's what I want. I'm so glad you said the R word. Ribbon.
Yes.
Ribbon.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love ribbon that's easy to work with on cards.
Yeah, flat.
Like that it's easy to tie and yeah, isn't too thick.
Yes, flat. Flat ribbon.
Yes.
I think I don't want it
It's not gonna work.
to see it too well. I want it just to be very soft. Just to fulfill the then I can have my little sentiment across it. Oh, that's so good. That one makes my brain happy. I'm so glad you said ribbon. I was struggling. What's everybody doing? Amy's here. Yay. Joining late. Oh, you like the rainbow idea. Great. Team Rainbow. That away. Thank you, Roberta. And Kimberly Cronauer says, yes, ice cream. Yes, I'm looking at that. Yes, ice cream is a good idea. Sue Masoner, yep. She says, you're her kind of girl. Ribbon. She is a ribbon girl. That is for sure. Okay. Line this baby up. Okay, can you all still see the sketch all right? Remember, it's not... I'm kind of... Other right. Go. Keep taking over. Right, to the right, to the right. Is that good? Oh, this thing. Not big picture working on the actual. I'm going to put a little adhesive right here because it's going to go under. We'll hold it in place while I stick the sucker under on the back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? Melissa Miller, you already finished yours.
She is too fast.
She is a quick little filly. Goodness gracious. She likes very clean, simple cards, and so this would be. She's real good at them. It'll be fun to see. Looking forward to it. Melissa is our spin sponsor tonight. She has two sets of Stampin' Up stamps that she is not using and are new, and she's donating those to some lucky winner that sent in a card last weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, we do have a couple questions from our patrons too. Let me get those out so I can ask those.
Okay. Yeah. So any of my stamping friends will be shocked to see that I just use cinnamon cider. This is my least favorite color ever, but it is perfect for an ice cream cone. So,
well, it is. You got to go with the color that works. And isn't that nice that you have that?
Yeah.
You've been saving it for this long, long time, for this perfect moment. Okay, so one of the questions is, Ellen Hard Monkey Jarvis was a Fun University student, and she asked this last week, and she said, is Patreon a way to continue supporting Fun University? Because we are going public the 1st of May, and we will be free on the Fun University YouTube channel coming. And yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. And we have different... There's like $5 a month, whatever, 10 and 25. And so we try to make it very fun. Like before the show, Jessica and I and Mr. Producer were doing our pre-show, and we recorded that for our patrons. And at first I thought, well, that's crazy. Who's going to want to watch that? But then I watched it the last week with Crafty Al, and it was really kind of fun to watch. So
you get the real behind the scenes there.
Yeah, it is. It's behind the scenes, which it's kind of funny to think of anybody wanting to see that, but it was kind of fun to watch. I was surprised. And it was anyway, it was. So that's one thing, and another thing is we let you choose to veto things, and we're just trying to keep it fun for you. So yes, Ellen, it is some way to help support us. So we are looking forward to going live and public on YouTube as well. So that will be good. I'm not sure if I like these, so I haven't glued them down. I kind of like them. They needed a little gravitas. Patty Beck asked the question, what on being a spin sponsor? She wanted more information on being a spin sponsor. A spin sponsor is just somebody who has some product that they would like to donate, or a gift certificate to their store to give away when we spin at the end of the show, for people that have sent in cards and submissions. So it's just a nice way for our community to support the show and support those who are giving us all a lot of inspiration. So that's what a spin sponsor is. If you want more information, just DM me and I'll tell you. Patty Beck also asked, Patty Beck has a lot of questions. My question is, Patty Beck, will you get 52 in? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Patty Beck also asked, is a Merry Gun Fun more of a card maker or a scrapbooker? And I would like to ask everybody else that too. But Beck, how can I say this? I thought about this. Card maker, yeah, I'm by volume, I'm more of a card maker because they're fast and furious and wonderful. But if I had to have a choice of something that was fast and wonderful with a card or making a scrapbook layout, I would go with scrapbook. I think it's more important. So that's all. So yes, I'm both.
You think scrapbooking is more important than card making for you?
I think ultimately yes, because it's for my family. Yeah.
Well, my poor family will have no scrapbooks.
I know,
but
it's okay. But they'll have lots of cards.
And family have encouragement through lots of cards. So
there's that too.
It's
kind of a hard question. It's kind of a hard question. So, but by volume, I am a huge card maker and always have been. And I find much joy, and if I sit down to do anything on my own, it's card making. So, I don't know.
I like how quickly the cards come together. I always second guess myself on scrapbooking.
Aw. I shouldn't have glued this down first. Well, maybe you'll like the scrapbook lab at Fun University when it goes live on YouTube. Because I think,
well, I probably should check it out. Yes.
Honestly, we do have a process, and it's not anything that I've ever seen quite like it. Some people, it just kind of puts it all in order and steps There's no kits involved. It's using your products that you have based on your memories, your personality, your style. You're not trying to. So it's easy. I do a layout every week. So we have a planner. I know. You might like it. It's kind of like algebra.
Oh, I like algebra.
The closest thing to algebra I can do. Is I don't think I can do it regular algebra. Okay, so Patty Beck, does that answer your question on that? So let's see, we're getting Wendy does both. Linda only makes cards. Amy is easier to spread love through the world through card making. If you mail them, see, you guys mail them, I keep them. So Melissa's 100% card maker, but I've almost got her to do some scrapbooking. I'm getting her. Kimberly does cards and 3D projects. Althea, definitely a card maker. She's tried scrapbooking once. Felt too overwhelmed. Yep, by the options. I gotcha. Moved on. Nope, that's real common, Althea. Kim Galvin does both. Yes, you do. Patty Beck, I think she's been a card maker, but she made Patty Beck, how many layouts did you make last year? It was phenomenal. Kathy Nelson never heard of Fun University until Crafty Al. Ah. Oh, good. Yes, we've been uploading a video every day this month. I'm glad you're watching it. From old lessons, yep. And they're live. They're recorded live. So they're not fast. If you want something fast, it's not a voiceover. Yep, Amy on it. Cards. Instant gratification, Susan Murphy. Yep. Sue Masner is a Fun University student. She loves the Foundations, which is our guide system. Patty Beck. Love your thumbs up. Christina, she is making whatever in paper. That's right. And other material, but you love cards. Mary Lynn does scrapbooking of state parks. Card Monkey Jarvis, ADD squirrel. So cards work much better. Gotcha. Good deal.
Right. Okay, I feel like I'm really taking liberty with this sketch. Am I okay?
Oh, I think you're doing fine. I think you're doing really well. I'm surprised.
Also, here's my little tip for greetings. When I have strips of neutral cardstock around, I try to just cut out a bunch of die cuts so that I have them handy when I'm making cards. So they're all ready to go, and then I don't have to stop and get out my die cut machine.
Yeah. Do you use Cricuts too, or?
I do not.
Yeah. We were talking about that this week. Because I've been doing a bunch of window shopping for different dies that I was interested in, and then I realized I've got all these Cricut cartridges.
So once upon a time I bought a Cricut and I never took it out of the box, and 3 years later I sold it.
Oh.
That's my Cricut story.
They've changed so much. It used to be you could you used to be able to just stick a cartridge in, dial it in, but now you have to do all this stuff on the computer.
Yeah. And then I had a scan and cut too, which I liked for cutting out stamped images. Mm-hmm. But it took up so much space to use it that I never got it out. And so I finally sold it. Well, actually I finally gave that away. Yeah.
It's got to be something you use, easy to use, or you won't ever use it. That's right.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to make it sending you. Maybe. Okay, I've got another question for it. Judy G asked, when you're in a creative slump, how do you get re-motivated? That's open to anybody.
Obviously you watch Craft Roulette.
Bless your heart. I didn't pay her. Pay anybody, that's right. Sorry. That's true, though. You know what? That is a very... I hear it a lot.
It's true. Really, I mean, you watch videos.
Mm-hmm.
You go look at Pinterest for ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You set a timer so that you don't spend all day on Pinterest.
Yes.
And then you just make yourself start making something.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, I think your creativity finds you.
Yep. You just have to get your fingers inky. You're not afraid to do that. I remember you saying that.
Oh, my fingers are always inky.
Isn't that the best? I love inky fingers.
Okay, I might be done. Unless I can think of something else this needs.
Shimmer?
I don't know what else I would add, though.
You like
I do
shimmer?
like shimmer. Ooh, I like shimmer. Yeah, let's add some shimmer.
Bought myself some time. My rainbow was bad. Apparently I can't stamp worth a hoot tonight. That's better. I can stamp worth a hoot. So, okay, I like these. I think we got good spins. I do.
Yes.
Once again.
I'm very pleased with this one. I like card sketches. I think they're a really great place to start.
They are helpful. And I think that, I think I'm going to do one more thing. I think this will be a much more interesting week to find our submissions than the last time you were here, because it was all monochromatic snowflakes.
It was.
And it was just a little bit, I felt like I was in Frozen.
Yes. I think you're right.
Let it be. Let it go, or whatever it was. It felt a little cold all the time. Had to have a jacket on. But it was still, they were all pretty.
Yes, and I love monochromatic cards.
They don't bother me.
I think
when you have that many. When you have that many, it got to be a bit much.
And I think a lot of them were bluish.
Yes.
Light purplish. Yeah.
Yeah. There were a few that stepped out, maybe even one. Stepped out and was pink. But for the most part, it was all blue.
Yes.
Which was fine.
I remember the pink.
Mm-hmm. It is fun to go back. If you ever have a slump, that's something you can do. You can go back to past episodes of Craft Roulette, because the galleries are just full of card ideas.
Yeah. Or just challenge yourself. If you didn't watch every episode, go back and try the parameters.
Yep, that's true. And then sometimes, not all these, but sometimes I even do a midweek challenge where we change one of the parameters on our Facebook group. And that's fun too.
Oh.
That may be dumb. That's how it's going to go, though.
So I'm just cleaning up while you keep working on your card, because that's something else that keeps me creative, is having a tidy space. If my space is too messy, I just won't even go and make anything.
Oh, well, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Can't have that. Let's see. Mary, I have 2 questions. BD Crafts. Where do I post my cards? At craftroulette.live. Oh, that's true, but we do have more information coming, but it is on craftroulette.live. And how many cards can one person enter each? We asked just one right now because we have so many. And then if you have seconds, thirds, fourth, fifth, sixth, sevenths, eighth, ninth, tens, and twelfths, you can put them on our Facebook challenge group. We'd love to see them.
Yeah, and of course you can always share them during my Sunday night show and tell too.
That's true. Go to Jessica's Ink It Up with Jessica.
Yeah.
And put it in there too. And just use the hashtag Craft Roulette or Craft Roulette.
That's right.
Challenge, so we can find you. I would love that. Okay. All right. Well, so we'll show this sketch one more time. All righty. You got this. And then this is my card. Pick a sketch. Check. Pastels. Pretty much check. Rainbow. Absolutely check. And stencil. Yeah, I did. How about you?
Yes. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch yours because I like how you did your rainbow and I wasn't watching. I was too busy making my own card to see what you actually did there.
Oh, it happens. It does. Well,
yeah.
It isn't hard. I can tell you that.
I think I loosely did the sketch. I mean, I have my piece here and yeah, I just kind of added another little side doodad. My pastel colors.
Yes,
and my rainbow background, and I used a stencil, and I just used my Versamark pad right over there so that it was the color of all the different cardstocks.
I love it. That was an easy way to get some looks there.
Yeah.
Very good. Nice job.
Almost looks good enough to eat. Now I'm going to have to go have ice cream.
That sounds really good. Yeah, I think we're in. We have Andy's custard. It's not very far away from here. It's dangerous. It's good too. Oh gosh, espresso with Oreos. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. That's right. Okay. Well, I think we're going to make some announcements while you go ahead and move your camera back up to your pretty face, and we'll make our announcements and then close out the evening. Well done.
Sounds great.
You did great, Jessica. Yay.
Thanks.
All righty. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it's giveaway time. That's my best Steve Martin. Wild and crazy giveaway time. This time sponsored by Melissa Miller. Melissa, you can put your if you could link your YouTube channel so they can find you. And like Melissa made a video last week on how she made her card. So we would love to see that. And I also have Team Orange. I got a Team Orange plant. I wanted you to see it. Mr. Gunn is on Team Orange. All right, there is the big cardboard full of names from people that sent in submissions from last week. There's a bunch of you, and we are going to count down, Mr. Producer, and spin for Nature's Beauty and Etched in Nature 2 stamp sets from Stampin' Up! From our spin sponsor, Melissa Miller. 3, 2, 1, spin. Round and round it goes. Are you holding? Do you have like cross your fingers or anything? Have any? Do you walk across the baseline? Karen is not in the United States. We need to do this one in the United States, and Karen is not. So I'm sorry. But Karen, if you want to send me your address, I will send you a card with an itty bitty prize. All right, spin again. 3, 2, 1, go for the United States this time. We can't do Canada either because she was a consultant or a demonstrator. And by laws of the company, even though she's not any longer, she's not supposed to send to Canada. Darn girl with ethics. Wendy and Fred Jarvis. Oh, how nice. It's the dad and daughter team. I love that. You're going to have to send me your address. And I will get that to Melissa, and she'll send you that. Because I know she will, because she's a woman of ethics. All right, we have 2 more things.
Oh, to give away.
Yes, yes. I'm going to put down Karen Goddard. Okay. Wild and Crazy giveaway. We've got one more. We've got High Tide and Whiskey Business to give away. 2 Stampin' Up sets from our spin sponsor, Melissa Miller. 3, 2, 1, spin. I know, isn't it fun? I love this. Is your name coming up? Is it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, Laura Ellis lives in England. Sorry, Laura, but if you send me your address, I will send you a card with an itty bitty price. Let's try it one more time. Come on, US! USA! We'll have to get a flag. Leslie Hoffman, she is USA. Yes, yes. Just DM me your address, and we will get this taken care of. Yay! I think that's it, because I'll do. We don't need to spin because I'm going to give away some cards anyway. So, yay for you guys! Thank you so much for sending in cards. If you want to be a part of this show, just send in your unique card based on these 4 parameters. Pick a sketch, pastels, rainbow, and stencil before Sunday night at midnight Central Time. You send it to craftroulette.live submit form. It's all right there. Make sure you check that I can show it. Is there anything else? Do your best pictures. There's a whole bunch of information about how to get a great picture. We don't edit it at all. So if you send it in sideways, we give you the taco. Forgot to have the taco truck drive through. We talked about that, so we'll show that one. What else? Do we have anything else? Schedule. Upcoming guests. Next week we have Wendy Cranford. We've never had her before, but we're looking forward to meeting that young lady. Allison Pope, who is a designer and wonderful card maker, is going to come the week after. She has a new design. It's spring. I can't remember who. It's her. I can't remember. But Helen Schlett, I'm looking forward to seeing her husband and seeing if he brings her some bobo tea again. And Biddy Penny on May 14th. We have some more people coming up. I just don't have it ready. If you know somebody that's a YouTuber, Facebook Live person, crafter, and are interested in being on the show, just let us know. We'd be happy to talk to them about what we are looking for and see if we're a fit. Anyway, just DM me and we'll look into that. All right, very good. We want to say thank you to our patrons. We've got our big funder, Rachel Castle. We thank you so much. Fund supporters including, absolutely all. Card Monkey Jarvis, who made the taco truck. Vicky Ruda, Kim Galvin. Oh, we got pounds from Vicky Ruda because she lives in England. Kim Galvin, Brenda Gentry, Judy G. Bradley, and our fun friends Patty Beck and Susan Smurf Murphy. All right, very good. We do thank you that this is a community-sponsored effort. I do not represent any companies. I don't get paid by any. I don't have affiliates or anything. We're just here to having fun, and we appreciate some help. So, all right, this is the taco truck purse that we were talking about. It is a crazy, crazy thing. She's got tacos in there. I show it every once in a while because it's just phenomenal. It's got a little special in there. So I don't know. We could have had another taco truck if Jessica hadn't gone and vetoed the drivers and trucks. She's laughing. You ready to come back? Oh, you're there. Okay, good.
Yeah, here I am. Yeah, I don't think that is so cute. I don't think I could have come up with that taco truck.
No, I couldn't.
I'm not real great at 3D things, so.
No.
Cards
are
are
always.
good.
They're pretty wonky. Yeah. No, it's too much like geometry, which I also wasn't very good at. I looked at the first page of geometry, but oh man, I looked at that first page and went, "No, I'm done." That was it. We've had a very short relationship, Mr. Geometry and me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys that are engineers. So last time you were here, we talked about, I just love your take on creativity and about everybody being able to do it. You're so full of grace and encouragement. I really like that and appreciate that about you. And I think we all need that sometimes. So could you give us another run on that?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I hear the most is, and they say it in different ways, but the heart of it is, are my cards good enough to send? And absolutely they are. Absolutely. Because the person that's receiving that card is so, especially these days, is so thrilled to get a card in the mail. And if you just write a little personal handwritten note inside, it's like Christmas when they get it. So these days, when you can't hug people in person, it's like sending a hug in the mail. So absolutely,
a paper
send your
hug.
cards.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good enough? Yes, it is.
Yes.
Does it have to look like somebody else's?
No. And it shouldn't. I mean, these are handmade. Every time you make a mistake, and I wish I could remember where I heard this quote, but basically every mistake is an opportunity for creativity.
Or
so just go with it. Yeah.
Or a little bit of ribbon or just a little gem or something. Yep. You just got to go for it.
Yep. Little sponged ink over that fingerprint. It's all good.
That's right. Now, you know that micro eraser though, that little sand eraser, I can't get it to work. My ink sinks into the paper. There's no way to get it off. So I'm giving
I haven't been able to get that to work either. I always just use a little sponge with some extra ink and try to cover it up that way.
I don't know. It varies. It depends on where it is and how bad it is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
But you could always do little thumbprint little faces.
You could. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a whole book of how you can turn fingerprints into art. So like make it into a ladybug or, whatever.
His name was Ed Embry. Okay. He's got volumes of them. They were fabulous books. They were really great. He just has all these little things with little antlers and little faces, and it's a wonderful thing. And there was one time, I'll have to post it. One time I was talking to my daughter on the phone, and I kept getting my finger in front of the camera. And she kept going, "Mom, you keep getting your the camera." So I drew a happy face on it and just stuck it on top of the camera for most of the call. Take that, a little snip.
That works.
But it worked. Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us again. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy.
Yeah. And thank you for having me. It was really fun. I feel like the wheel was nice to me again. So there's hope that I'll come back in the future.
The wheel loves you. It's sending you kisses right now. It is.
The wheel really does like me. Thanks.
It does. It knows you. It knows what you need. All right, you guys, we want to see your submissions. It's that time of night when I go, kiss your beautiful creative noggins. Because you are a creative person. You've got it going. Just give yourself a little encouragement and say, go for it. And here's one for you, because I love you too. Thank you so much. See you Tuesday with your submissions. Bye-bye.